Hi there, this is Ranjit from tech2buzz.com and today I have a special unboxing. This is an Android mini PC, yes. And I ordered it via Lighttake, that's all the way from China. And I almost forgot about this. It took me almost a month to get this. And this is a complete Android PC. And let me talk about the specs. Actually, we get it in two versions. One is with 512 MB of RAM, and that was for about $58 or something like that. And we also get a 1 GB model. I ordered for the 1 GB one, and it was about $64 or $65. I paid about 3,800, but the bummer was that the Indian customs charged extra about 445 rupees. So it worked out to about 4,200 or 300 Indian rupees for me. And the specs here, it says that it runs on the Android version 4, that's ICS. And it says the CPU is Cortex A8 1.5 GHz, but it says in the bracket that the CPU is 1 GHz and the GPU is 500 MHz. And memory, as I said, we get in two models, 512 and 1 GB. I hope they sent me the 1 GB model. And storage, I believe, is 4 GB. It has Wi-Fi, that is BG. On the website, it just specified BG, but here on the box, it says that it even supports N. We'll know that later on. And it has a USB 2 and OTG functionality, and it supports a variety of audio codecs and also video, that like WMV, MP4, 3GP, etc. So you can use it like a media player. And it has Android, and it does have HDMI port, so you connect this to your television or your monitor which has a HDMI port. So let's quickly open up this box, and we do get this manual that says Android 4 mini PC, and it gives us an overview of about this product. Pretty nice small book, and this is the actual PC. See how small it is. And to give you an idea, this is a standard USB stick that I have, and if I place it near that, as you can see, it's so small. It's just equivalent to two USB sticks. And let me take out this cover. Let me show you about, I'll get back to this later on. Let's see what else do we get in the box. We have a lot of cables actually. A mini USB to standard USB cable. We also do get a HDMI cable, that's pretty nice. Let me open it. Yeah, it's a standard HDMI to mini HDMI cable, and I appreciate that they gave this one. And we also get a power adapter and one more adapter that is mini to standard USB. So that's all that we get in the box. Let me put all those things to the side and let us have a look at this Android mini PC itself. So first, let me tell you that it's made up of cheap plastic, nothing great. And here it gives us a standard USB 2 port, and we have a hole over here that's for the power. And on this side we have the mini USB slot. You can also attach the adapter that we have given to convert it to a normal USB like this. So that's pretty nice. So you have actually two USB ports, and this is the HDMI, so you can use this to connect it to your television or monitors. And on this end we have a slot for adding a micro SD card for storage expansion. I believe 4 GB is already, we have 4 GB of storage built into this device, and we can connect this to our television. So let me connect it and let us see how it works. Do note that you need to add your own keyboard and mouse to this device. And this is the Android PC. As you can see, I have attached a wireless mice. We can also attach a regular keyboard, and I tried it with that. But you can also just use the virtual keyboard. I'm going to show you with that. And you can attach a normal mice. I have done that. And this cable goes to my television. And I'm just going to show you the same. This is the feed that you see on the television. Let me just switch to a better view. And as you can see, this is the interface that we get. It's a tablet interface, and I have connected my mouse, and we are also connected to Wi-Fi, and everything actually works. We have 5 home screens, and it's a little bit tricky to get used to it because you use the mouse for touch gestures. And we also have, you can hit this home button. Let me open the web browser. The browsing is okay, I would say, but it is a little bit slow. And this is the virtual keyboard, but you can also attach a physical keyboard. I would say it's not the fastest web browser, but does the job. Let's go to cnn.com and let's wait for a couple of seconds. It does take a couple of seconds for the websites to load, and I'm finding this issue. Sometimes the HDMI output just goes out and comes back within a second. And this did support Flash out of the box, but as you can see, it did load the CNN website. Let me go to tech2buzz.com. And let me select that. And as you can see, it loaded the site without any issues. And you can easily do the scrolling via the mouse, and if you double tap, it does zoom. So for example, I double tap and it zooms, so that's pretty nice. So that's the web browser. Let me go to home. We also can load YouTube videos without any issues. This is the YouTube widget, and let me show you the app tray. This is the standard app tray, and I'm going to launch the YouTube app. It's better to use this app for browsing the videos. I'm sorry, the voice quality might not be that great because I'm recording it outside, and we do not get a dedicated sound, so the sound is transmitted via the HDMI port. As this is my television, the sound will come. Let me increase. I find the Wi-Fi performance to be a little bit slow at times, and as you can see, these are some of my videos. Let me just load one of them, and it does playback video in the HD quality, and I would say in the HD quality, the quality is pretty nice. Right now the television, as you can see, is set to 1080p. It generally loads it a little fast. Today my connection is a little bit slow.
Hi there, this is Ranjit from tech2buzz.com and welcome to the
and we can toggle between the full screen and the windowed mode, and also change the HD quality if you would like. And this is the HD mode, and we can toggle between the HD and the standard mode. So if you are on the slow connection, I would suggest not the HD mode because it requires quite a bit of bandwidth, and we do get sometimes this, but it works. So this is, I have moved to the standard view, and you can always go back to this windowed view. And let me lower the volume, and in my experience watching YouTube on this is pretty good. So let me get out of this. You do get this multitasking tray, and from here you can quickly switch to other applications like this, and we can also swipe out applications to kill them. And let me go back to the home. So, and it did have a couple of apps pre-installed. For example, we did have this Angry Birds pre-installed. The only apps that I've installed is this TED app as of now, and this Android System Market. And yes, this model came with 1 GB of RAM, but it is not as fast as I would have expected. As you can see in the web browsing or something, there is a slight lag. But I tried streaming movies, etc., and it worked perfectly. I also tried streaming via DLNA from my NAS wirelessly, and that also worked pretty fine. And see, this is the Angry Birds. So this is Angry Birds. Let me try. And as you're using a mouse, it'll take you some time to get used to the same. But as you can see, it plays these sort of games without any issues. So let me get out of Angry Birds. And it's a fully functional, Android device. And we also do get this, Play Store. And I was able to download stuff on this device using this. Again, it's not the fastest, though it says that it has a 1 GHz processor. At times it's a little bit slow to load. And now let me also show you the control panel. Let's go to system settings and let me show you the internal storage. And as I said earlier, the internal storage for apps is 1 GB, and the other storage that we get is 2 GB, but we can also mount micro SD card to expand the storage, so that's not an issue. And as you can see on this side, we have this traditional ICS menu, and if you go to about this mini PC, it says the model number, and the Android version it's running is 4.0.3, and you can set all those things. You can set your Wi-Fi from here. It works. We do also have options like display, etc., and battery also, but it is just non-functional, I would say. And so this is the first look at this Android PC. I am pretty excited about this device. Actually, I am planning to replace my media players like WDTV with this device, and I'm not very sure if it can replace those devices, but I'll be testing this device a lot in the next couple of days. So if you have any questions regarding this device, please post them in the comment section below. I'll try to answer them, and I'll also try to create other videos using this device. So that's it for now for this first look at this Android mini PC. Thanks for watching. This is Ranjit from tech2buzz.com, and I hope to see you in my next video.